Listen carefully before we begin, because what you are about to hear is not an attack on women, nor a blind defense of Nietzsche, and it is not a manifesto about superiority or bitterness. It is simply an exploration of a perspective that most people avoid because it is not comfortable. When people say that women don't like Nietzsche's view, the statement is not about hatred or rejection. It is about a reaction to a mirror that does not flatter. Nietzsche did not describe women as inferior or weak. He described illusions as dangerous, and illusions often hide inside relationships more than anywhere else. He believed that most men do not love women as they are. They love the idea of women they create in their minds, the comforting presence, the emotional cure, the source of validation, the explanation for emptiness that should be handled from within. And when Nietzsche removes that illusion, when he says that you do not love her but rather your need for what she represents, that is where the discomfort begins. Women in this context are not the target. They are the symbol of projection. Nietzsche was not fighting women. He was fighting the fantasy that men install on top of them. He questioned why a man seeks in a woman the mother he lost, the salvation he fears he cannot earn alone, the meaning he refuses to build internally. This is why it is said women don't like Nietzsche's view, not because he hated them, but because he stripped away the pedestal that turned them into ideals instead of humans. He removed the divine glow and left the reality, and reality is harder to worship. Nietzsche did not say women cannot be understood. He said they are not equations to solve. They are movement, not statue. Evolution, not certainty. Paradox, not destination. That is not weakness. Paradox is power. It means she can shift forms. She can redefine. She can hold mystery without apology. But that same mystery terrifies a man who seeks ownership. He wants clarity he can hold in his fist. She offers presence he must learn to stand beside. He wants simplicity. She is complexity. He wants definition. She is becoming. And when Nietzsche says this, the man feels exposed, not the woman. The woman does not hate Nietzsche. She hates the way he forces the man to stop hiding his fragility behind her image. Because Nietzsche's message was not the woman is the problem. It was the man hides his problems inside the woman. If a man builds his worth on her approval, loses his identity in her attention, creates his meaning through her existence, he will collapse the moment she steps back. That collapse is not her fault. It is his architecture. And here is the truth. Nietzsche did not remove romance. He removed dependency. He did not remove affection. He removed worship. He did not remove love. He removed possession. And most people do not want love without possession. They want control with a poetic mask. This is where discomfort grows. Women do not dislike Nietzsche. They dislike the version of themselves men built from fantasy. They dislike the expectation to heal, to save, to fix, to complete, to be the answer to a question the man refuses to ask himself. Nietzsche is not saying women are dark. He is saying men fear the dark inside themselves and ask women to light it for them. And that fear, that displacement of responsibility, that emotional outsourcing, that collapse disguised as romance is what he calls dangerous. A relationship in his eyes should not be two broken halves pretending to be whole. It should be two whole individuals choosing to share strength, not borrow identity. He is not against love. He is against dependency disguised as love. He is not against women. He is against the myth that turns them into mirrors for male incompleteness. When you understand this, everything becomes clearer. Women do not hate Nietzsche's view. They hate the implications of a man who has not understood it yet. They hate the version where the man turns philosophy into blame instead of responsibility. They reject the interpretation made by insecurity, not the idea made by philosophy. Nietzsche is not saying distance yourself from women. He is saying stop disappearing inside them. Stand, face yourself, bring something to the table other than hunger. If she is mystery, become presence. If she is paradox, become awareness. If she is becoming, then you must become too. Love is not about kneeling or conquering. It is about meeting. Meeting at a height, not a depth. Meeting with clarity, not dependence. Meeting with identity, not escape. And if that idea feels heavy, that is because it demands maturity, not comfort. Most people want comfort disguised as connection. Nietzsche wanted transformation disguised as discomfort. And if you have listened to all of this until now, then maybe something inside you already understands that this is not about winning or losing a woman. It is about no longer losing yourself. And if this reached you in a way you didn't expect, then stay and subscribe before you leave, not for me, but for the version of you that is tired of illusions and ready for understanding.